It was just over 8 years ago that I had colon cancer surgery. Yeah, I had a colon resection, as they call it. And after I came out of the operating room, I had tubes coming out of me everywhere. I had probably 5 that I can remember. I had one in my back for the epidural, one going down my nose into my stomach. I had another one going into my side to drain the abdomen cavity. And I had another one in my nose for oxygen, and I had another one somewhere else. Anyway, eventually, after a few days, they start pulling these tubes out of you. And I'm watching, and don't you know, they just throw them in the garbage, right beside my bed. And I'm thinking, well, don't they know that I'm a woodworker, that I'm a workshop guy? I'm going to think to myself, someday I can use those tubes. Well, today's the day. Now, I'll be the first to admit, there's probably a lot faster way to do this. But you know how I am with jigs. Yeah, I think that's at the bottom. This is the first time I've ever tried this, so here we go. Okay, it did work. I think I'm going to have to get a sharper knife. Now how do I get it out of there? Yeah. Almost lost it. Anyway, just do that 11 more times and I've got enough. So I was going to go looking for my utility knife just now, and then I thought, this is stupid. I've got one of the best sharpening system probably for blocks around. Yeah, and I'm just too lazy to get up off my fat behind and add water to the system and, do it right. Anyway. Okay, now that I'm a little bit over being sort of disgusted with myself, does anybody out there know steel? Is this good steel? Or is this sort of, average steel? I often have found that what I think is good steel, I just can't get it to sharpen. Okay, let's try this again. I should have maybe made that hole about a 64th of an inch bigger. I guess it's all the way down. Okay, now we'll see if it made a difference. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're pretty much the same length. Maybe a fraction of a millimeter difference, but for all intents and purposes here, it's going to be just fine. Remember I was talking about if you do stuff repetitiously you can get out of rhythm? I just did on the very last one. I wasn't faking it. Anyway, yeah. Now I want to be very careful that I don't go and break this off again. I wonder if there's something better that I can use. I was hoping to be able to use this razor saw, but okay, this one's a little bit more coarse. I think if I can just get it started, it's going to be alright. My goodness, that oak is hard. that's not too bad. Now this is going to be the front of the dial, so I don't want to be marking it up too much, but on the other hand, I am probably going to be printing out some sort of a decal type thing to go over top of it with numbers and so on. And I should be able to do 2 teeth at one time here. Yeah, the idea is not to round it over, but just get rid of the burrs. Okay, I've been all the way around with the sandpaper now. And here's another little section that I could have cut out but didn't. I don't want you folks to start thinking everything goes right on the first try. Okay, I'm going to have to raise this ring up just a little bit more here. And also find the dead center, which shouldn't be too hard because I'll be able to use that jig that I'd used when I was working with the table saw to cut these slots, if you remember. So yeah. So I think maybe I was using this as a spacer, but I think if I could find pieces of 2x4 it'd be just right, because this is just a little bit too thin. But that's going to be tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.